This week's episode is brought to you by Tyler Perry's Sisters on BET.
Cold Blue Intensive Care staff.
What's going on? What's a cold blue?
Wednesday on BET.
She's in cardiac arrest.
Sabrina's my closest friend.
She's our rock.
Let's just keep the faith that she'll get through this.
I am heading home to resume my chemotherapy.
Please let your sister stay with you.
Did something happen between you and Cheyenne that I don't know about?
Sabrina.
She okay?
Karen, something happened.
Tyler Perry's Sisters. All new Wednesday at 9. Watch it live on BET.
Calling all my sweeties to the forefront. I'm your host, Renee Hayslett, and this is the Keep It Positive Sweetie Show. Welcome to the Keep It Positive Sweetie Show, the place where we heal, grow, and learn together. Today's guest is gospel artist and senior pastor, Pastor Mike Jr. Pastor Mike Jr. is someone who many people know through his music and ministry, but today's conversation is about how faith shows up in real life. From the impact of Amen to his latest project, Confetti Conspiracies, this is a chance to hear how he navigates leadership, responsibility, and encouragement without losing his humanity. Kids family, please give a very warm welcome to the one and only Mike Jr.
Hey.
How you doing, PMJ?
I'm excited to be here,
Me
man. It's a
too.
beautiful day today. I'm kicking in with you.
Yes.
We're finna keep it positive.
We've got to keep always. And I feel like you exude that.
Yeah.
Your energy is amazing. I was telling you before we started rolling, this is our first time really like sitting down to have a conversation, but I've been a fan of yours, and watching you win is like watching one of my own friends win.
That.
Yeah.
I receive that.
So proud of you. You've done so many amazing things. How are you feeling right now?
I'm excited, man. I tell everybody it's been an incredible 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
You know, 2019, I kind of started singing, and then the career just takes off. But I'll tell everybody this is the first year that I've actually enjoyed it.
Wow, let's talk about that.
I think that's a trap. I think everybody wants to win. They don't know the warfare that comes with it. You know, when we look at the Bible, we see Joseph getting favor, but his family had to turn on him.
Yeah.
We see David getting the crown, but his own daddy didn't think he was good enough to be king. We see Jesus conquering the grave, but he still had to be crucified.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of people see, and our friend, Dr. Darius Daniels says this, the front side, which is the victory, but not the back side, which is the pain.
Yes.
So it's been an incredible year, and I feel good. And you know that you get to a certain point where everything slow down, where you're winning, but it's not just the wins you enjoy, it's the journey.
Yes.
And seeing how it impacts people's lives. So I'm excited about this year.
Yeah, and you are making a huge impact.
I received that.
Yes. Let's talk about that. So I know you're in Alabama. Are you originally from Alabama?
Yeah, all I really know is Birmingham.
Really?
I'm an Army brat. You know, so I was born in Tacoma, Washington.
Wow.
And my brother was born in Germany, my sister Colorado. So, but my parents are from Birmingham.
Okay, you
know,
got
so
back home.
yeah, so all I know is Birmingham, man. Everybody always tells me, I can't tell you from Birmingham. I don't know what. I need to break. I don't know what camera I need to look at.
This one right here.
We don't date our cousins. We actually got streets. I'm not eating ham and pork. Come, Birmingham is thriving. Shout out to my mayor, Randall Woodford. We are killing it right now. Look, Birmingham, look at who Birmingham has. They have me, Pastor Mike Jr.
Yes.
We got Mayor, they was calling him Mayor Bay, Randall Woodford.
Yes.
Then our chief of police going viral. They say he fine.
I saw
we
that.
We winning right now.
Listen,
So
I might need to
forget
go to
y'all.
Birmingham.
They keep trying to make it seem like everybody in Alabama got dating their cousin and just got on overalls. Like, no, we got swag. We say we love God.
I love
So I'm
that.
from Birmingham. I love the ham, man. 205.
Yes, I love the ham, not ham.
Yeah.
Okay, not the pork, but I love that. Yeah, I'm from a very small town where, you might see somebody dating a cousin where I'm from.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, no, child. I'm from the country.
Okay,
Had to get up out of there.
Yeah.
But no, that's incredible. Take me through the journey of how you got to be where you are today.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. I'm a kid who just loved God. Like,
Yeah.
I'm that kid. I didn't get a chance to run the streets. I didn't get a chance to gang bang. I was in vacation Bible school
Same.
and church every Sunday. I'm a pastor's kid, grandson of a civil rights icon. He walked with Dr. King in Shuttlesworth. So I grew up hearing stories about Dr. King and Shuttlesworth, and here's what happened.
Yeah.
You know, so I always loved God, grew up singing, I'm the irritating kid in Sunday school who they ask who want to share what they learned. I'm raising, ooh, 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 ooh.
Because I know everything. Yeah.
I know everything.
I love it.
You know, so now I started a church when I was 25 years old. Walked into a room. I put 1,200 seats out. God told me it was going to be crazy. And so at 25, I'm looking at all these people who are like me, dying senselessly. I turned to my father and said, I really think God wants me to do something special.
Wow.
He says, Mike, go for it. We put 1,200 chairs out and 12 people came. But we was having the time of our life just preaching. So by 25, it was 10 of us. By 26, man, it's like 1,000, 2,000 people.
Wow.
Then by 27, it's 5,000 people in an arena. I don't know who I am as a man, let alone somebody's pastor.
Yeah.
But I'm doing the best that I know how to do, and we're just growing, growing, and growing. And I always wanted to sing. I would write songs and record songs. And I never forget my pastor, shout out to Dr. R.A. Vernon. He said, Mike, God's going to do something crazy in your life, but do me a favor. For 10 years, love God, love your family, love your city, love your church, and the world will come looking for you. So I'm sitting here like, 10 years, you done lost your mind. Like, it's go time right now.
Right.
Like, you ever got a word in church and the prophet was like, I need you to wait. No.
No.
It's now.
Yes.
But I don't know why when he said it, it just hit my spirit.
Yeah.
So for 10 years, I had one of the fastest growing churches in the world. And nobody knew who I was. Like, I would get invited to be on TBN and invited to be on all these stations. I'd be like, no, thank you.
Wow.
And a lot of my friends would be like, boy, you crazy.
Yeah.
But in my heart, I heard my pastor say, and I felt like that was God through him.
Absolutely.
Love God, love your family, love your city. He said, in 10 years, the world will come looking for you. That was 2009. 2018, we have a incident in our city where the whole city is ripped apart. You know, for the first time in a long time, I was Malcolm X in my city. If something happened, I'm doing protests, we marching. It was almost a thing like, when Pastor Mike find out, it's gonna go down.
Wow, yeah.
But for the first time, I heard the Lord tell me to be a bridge. You know, and the bad thing about a bridge is it get walked on by both sides. So the black people in my city are saying, Pastor Mike, you're not doing enough. You know, and we get to the arena that Sunday, my city is so mad at me that it's empty.
Wow.
So in my heart, I'm like, this is it. It's over for us, you know. And I walk on stage that Sunday and I praise team and sing, and I'm getting ready to see something I've never seen. And I walked up and said, and it's gonna be big. That clip does almost 2 million views.
Wow.
And I thank God for the young lady who clipped it. It was just crazy. And I'm wrestling with anxiety, borderline depression at the time, so much going on. I go on somewhat of a sabbatical, and I get a phone call saying, hey, I don't know what you were singing Sunday, but you might need to turn that into a song.
Wow.
I call my guy and say, hey, let's make that a song. We're going to sing it at church anniversary. And the rest is history, man.
The rest is
But the
history.
beautiful thing about that is 2019 is the year Big came out. That's 10 years to 2009 with my pastor telling me to wait 10 years. So
My God.
somebody watching right now, if they just trust the word of the Lord, God ain't done yet.
He is
Delay is
not
not
done.
denial.
Say that. I am a living testimony. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
The same year, 2009, is when I moved to Atlanta to pursue music and acting. It wasn't until 2019 that Sisters got greenlit.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
10 years.
It's power in
yeah.
those 10 years.
Stability, 10
Yes.
fingers, 10 toes.
Yeah.
I believe it. And I don't know who's watching right now. They may be in their figurative 10 years. You know, where they're sitting there gifted, talented, intellectual, got charisma, but it just ain't click yet.
Yes.
And I just know God has some of us in a season where our 10 years coming in 2026.
Come on.
Like, this is the year God's going to do everything. I told my church he's going to do expeditiously and exponentially. That he's going to do a whole lot real quick. I'm
And he
excited.
will. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen it. Like, and it's crazy. Like, when I think about God's goodness and how he literally takes it and
Yeah.
turns it around just like that, and you're like, whoa. And I feel like that's where you are right now. This has been one of the biggest years of your life. 2025, so
Absolutely.
I can imagine what 2026 is going
Yeah.
to look like for you.
Yeah.
How have you been able to handle it all? You know, all the nominations.
Yeah.
Like, congratulations.
Yeah,
you
thank
like
you
literally
so
get the broom out. The man swept at the Stellars.
Sweet.
Had to pull a broom on. I caught that. I
Yeah.
was like, that's fire. So good.
Yeah.
But like, with that comes so much more. And a lot of people don't understand. Yes, we work for these things, but when it comes with a different type of weight that we may not expect. Have you had that experience?
Yeah, I think this was the most prepared I ever been. Though.
Good.
Like, and I can remember the first time I won Artist of the Year. I didn't know what to expect. So
Yeah.
you win, you go in the back, Then I get in the truck. I'm like, oh, my life finna change. Like I can remember, like, in my head, Oprah was going to call. I was going to be in a Tyler Perry movie. Like, I just thought it was, like, you know, because in your head.
Yeah, all
I
the
can
doors are
remember
opening.
It's finna open. And I got back to the room, and I can remember I just couldn't stop crying.
Really?
Because it was this overwhelming anxiety of, okay, how do I do this again? How do I keep it? What do I do next? And the pressure hits you.
Yeah.
And now I told my boys this morning, I said, I'm so glad God did all he's doing in Daddy's life at this age. So now, man, it's like, I can't explain. It's like, I got so many opportunities, and shout out to the best publicist in the world. I owe him an apology. His name's Vaughn.
Shout out, Vaughn.
Vaughn calls me and he says, hey, so-and-so wants you. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Well, they want you to come here. No, I'm fine. Hey, guess what? We got your interview with? No, my daughter has gymnastics. And everybody around me right now is trying to figure out, like, okay, this is the biggest year of your life. All these doors are open, but you're not going anywhere. Because some people are blowing up to be seen. Some of us are doing our work to go missing. And so for me, I'm trying, Michael, I'm trying to go missing.
Yes.
Like, I don't, because I see with that spotlight comes so much. I never forget Kurt Franklin said to me, I was blowing up and I got on FaceTime with him. He said, if the light shining on you is brighter than the light shining in you, then the light shining on you will consume you. So for me, I want to display how to win, but not lose your house, how to win and not miss a single football game, how to win. And every time your daughter hit a backwards flip, she look up there, you standing right there.
Yes.
So for me, it's been easy to handle. And here's a word that God introduced in my life, because I got a rhythm now. You know, like even with the church, it's like we had this big year. I only performed maybe 4 times this year.
Wow.
You know, because I was like, nah, I got to be more stable. Boom. Or not missing the boys' football season. Boom. My oldest son dating and is serious.
Yeah.
You know, so I need to be there when he come on and look him in his eye like, you good? Are we good? Are we still saved? Are we still saved? I got to act.
Still saved?
Are we still saved? So it's been an incredible year, but it's been an easy year.
Yeah.
Because I think for the first time in my life, I'm not trying to be something.
Yeah, because you are.
I just am.
Come on.
And it's a blessing.
That's so good. And that is exactly what it is. It's a blessing because a lot of people aren't in position. We do get in the mindset of like, hey, how do I keep this up? What's next? And we will literally burn ourselves out trying to keep it up.
Yeah.
There's a blessing in no, I'm okay. I don't have to do that.
That's right.
Because a lot of times, like, no, we need to be doing this. Why isn't anybody calling?
Yeah.
So the fact that you're able to say, no, I'm okay, like that is a huge blessing. And the fact that you are prioritizing family.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times when you talk to a lot of successful people, family is what gets sacrificed the most. So I commend you for making sure that your family stays a priority.
I tell everybody, man, it's I was on a call this week. A lot of people on this call, and they were like, hey, we got so many big plans for you. 2026 gonna be even bigger. We XYZ. And Tiffany, who's my executive director, she said on the call, she said, I still don't think y'all get. I don't think he care about a lot of what y'all care about. And I don't. Like, I don't, like, I can't, like, hey, we invited you to, okay, great. God bless you. I go where God calls me to go. You know, even being on this platform, the moment they call, I was like, absolutely.
Thank you.
Because I can feel God on this. I can feel that you're in assignment and you're in purpose. And what I've discovered is when you have an assignment and you're dealing with people who just have attachments, that's when you become chaotic and toxic. And so for me, I only want to align with people who are in assignment.
Yes.
You know, and so I'm just excited, man. I can't describe enough what it means. Like, I get joy, like, we nominated for the Grammy this year. And that's like huge. Like, so when I tell you I'm so excited about that, and I know somebody said, well, you know, you shouldn't be in it for awards. Okay. Thank you.
Let's
Hallelujah.
talk about that. Yeah.
Are we gonna talk about that? Like, so they say
Yes.
stuff like, it's not about the awards. Yes, it is. I want to be recognized. Like, why are we so spiritual that we sitting, like, when I'm living right so I can get a crown.
Yeah, come on.
Like, think when I go to heaven, he gonna give me a crown.
Yes.
And the Bible also says that certain people gonna have more jewels in their crown. So for me, it's not about the award in itself, But when I look at what it does for the people in my life, like my producer,
Yes.
he said, Pastor Mike, I done produced for every secular artist you can think of. I never thought my first Grammy nomination would be a gospel album.
See.
But now he's able to charge more. Now his bio says Grammy nominated producer.
That holds weight.
And then the writers, they're Grammy nominated writers.
Yeah.
And so for me, man, you know, like the last award show I left, the Stella Awards, I had an artist come up to me and say, man, one day I'm gonna get me one. I said, you want this one?
Oh.
And he was like, serious? I said, yeah. I said, put it in your studio. He literally came by the room. I gave him the Stella. In his studio right now, it's right. They say when he record, that's how he stay motivated.
Wow.
Because to me, I want my life to be, I don't want to be, everything that's visible isn't valuable.
Oof.
You know, so for me, I want to make an impact.
Yeah.
And that's what's so precious right now, man. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about the Grammy nomination. And people are saying, are you going to win? I don't even care. At this point, if we win, we win.
We already
but to
won.
be nominated.
Yes.
And to hear people say Yolanda Adams and Shirley Caesar and CeCe Winans, Kurt Franklin, Tasha Cobb, Pastor Mike Jr.
That's some company.
What? What?
Legendary.
What? I ain't gotta win. As long as I get there and like Beyonce, say my name, say my name. That's all I need right there. And the rest is history. So
I love
I'm excited.
That. No, as you should be. And to go back to the young man that was like, I'm gonna get me one.
Yeah.
That shows your heart posture,
Yeah.
you know, and that it's not like this doesn't make you, you know,
Yeah.
the trophies. In fact, you're like, here, take one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That he looks at that when he's in the studio to be motivated.
Because
It's
that's
beautiful.
what I did, man. I was the type of person that would have pictures up everywhere. When I say pictures up everywhere, like that's gonna be this, and this gonna be this, or even you look at my team, Dre, who does all my videography, who did all my music videos. He didn't do that. We brought a cheap camera. I bought him an HP computer. I said, let's figure it out.
Yeah.
He's still with me. To see Tiffany, to see Leslie, to see a T, to see an Adia, everybody who kind of started this journey with me. So when you get a chance to win like that, it's not just about the artist.
Yeah.
And I get what people are saying in the world today. Like gospel artists shouldn't be. Yes, I got you. We want to do this to please God.
Yes.
At the same time, they have to make a living.
It's a gift.
You know,
yes.
it's a gift. And
yeah.
I'm honored that God picked me to help put so many people in position to live their dream, you know?
Yes,
So I'm
yeah.
excited about that.
Well, so I want to know about your creative process.
Okay.
So you got Amen, blessed that
Okay.
we just went viral for me being in the gym going crazy. Y'all, my pre-workout and Jesus hit at the same time, and I lost my mind. But it's so good. What is your creative process like when you go in? Do you already have an idea, or do you just get in there and start
It's
letting
chaotic.
it flow?
So everything is extemporaneous. I'm being a preacher, not extemporaneous.
Come on now.
Everything is on the spot. So
Yeah.
take, for instance, Amen, right? So I'm finna give you the behind-the-scenes story nobody heard. So we're on tour, on the Sprinter, and Tavinci says to me, he's a gospel artist. Tavinci says, Pastor Mike, I gotta get a song. And I look at him and said, we gotta get you a #1 song, boy. You know, Adia had On the Way.
Yeah.
That was a song that was gonna be on one of my projects. I was like, Adia, kill it, boom. I looked at T, I was like, I gotta get you a song. So then I go through my phone and I find a random track. It was like, and literally all I say is, this gonna be the year that I break every cycle. That the man hand on the Bible, that the church say, amen. And then I ain't thinking.
Yeah.
I look up, T like, he's shaking his head like, is that my song? I'm like, well, let's see what the Lord says about, let's pray about it. I said,
This might be mine.
I said, I think it is. Let's pray about it. So we get off the van, we go upstairs, we go perform at the concert, we get back in the van. He looked, has the Lord, I said, come on, let me rest, man, let me breathe. I wake up the next morning, we get in the van and go to the next city. He said, hey, I said, nah, that ain't God's will for you. It was in my spirit by then.
He's like,
I woke up out my sleep like, let the church say. And then from there, we just kind of flow, you know. And if I sat down and tried to write a hit song, I don't think I could. Big was randomly in church.
Yeah.
I got it. I was preaching about go possess the land, and they was boom. I said, it's already mine. It's already. And T yelled out, I got it. And boom. And so
Listen,
a
who
man
produced
was
that
random.
track?
Ooh, TJ. Late
My-
Boom. Shout out to Late Boom, one of the best producers in the world. Late Boom and Curtis Glenn produced that track.
Thing goes so
she said
hard.
that thing.
When the beat goes out, it goes boom. I be like,
yeah.
it's so. I don't miss nothing. Like I'm into every part of a song.
See, but the
So
creative
good.
process too. I view everything. I ask myself, where do I want to live?
Yeah.
And if a creative is watching right now, this will bless them. Because it's one thing to be creative, but if what you're creating has no ecosystem, not an ego system, but an ecosystem. And I think the reason so much stuff we do works because it's not in an ego. I'm not sitting there like, I know what's best. I'm going to kill it. This going to be the so-and-so. No, like I live in an ecosystem.
Yeah.
You know, so when we hit the scene, it was like, okay, what do I want to look like? I was like 320 pounds. Wow. You know, so then I was 320 pounds. And I was like, okay, if I'm going to make an impact in gospel, I want to look a certain way.
Yeah.
You know, I want to look a certain way. So I started working out and eating healthy. I'm lying. I had the surgery. I had the surgery. I'm lying. I couldn't even lie. I had to have the surgery. I tried to eat right. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Listen, we all need a little help now. Ain't no
Popeyes
shame.
called me. It was prophetic.
I love it in honey
No,
biscuits.
I dropped weight, and then when it came to the look,
Yeah.
I knew what I wanted to look like. So no, call Felipe G.
Yeah.
Then when it comes to the music, how do we want it to present? But even with the music, when I saw your video of you and your workout, that's where we wanted it to live.
Yes.
I was like, I may not get invited on a Sunday morning to do I Got It. I said, but people who love God, we don't have nothing that we can listen to when we want to be motivated or when we go into the interview and when I'm getting my mind right. So to see you in there, that made my day.
Yes.
That made my day.
I love that. You talked about where you were mentally when It's Gonna Be Big came out, or when it was conceived, the conception of it. I want to talk about that because a lot of times people feel like when you are a person of faith, you don't deal with any type of mental health issues when it comes to depression and it creeping in.
Yeah.
How did you navigate that season and knowing that you were doing what you were supposed to do, being the bridge, and how it's like you felt like it kind of turned on you?
The biggest misconception about my song Big is I was talking to people. That song was me looking in the mirror. I was the lowest I had ever been in life when we did Big. Wow. When I say the lowest, I'm talking about Christmas 2018, Christmas 2019, I didn't have money to buy my kids stuff. You know, I'm pushing this church and I'm pushing the vision.
Yeah.
I've never really been a money preacher. So even now when you come to our church, you probably won't even see me raise an offering a lot of times. It was just bad. Mentally, I felt like I was at my lowest. Socially, I had lost a lot of friends. Emotionally, I probably was the most immature I had ever been because, you know, when you're hurting, you start to blame.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's hard for you to realize you're the problem. And so when you look back at those lyrics, I believe it's my season. I believe it's my time. I'm anticipating God's getting ready. And so for me, I don't think we talk enough about the pain that comes with purpose. You know, the pain that comes with purpose, like this set, and everything I'm seeing you doing in here is so phenomenal. Like I remember we was getting ready to shoot a movie and I walked past here and it was like, that's Crystal Spot. I was like, what? But they don't know the pain that comes with it. Somebody's gonna walk by here and literally say, man, I want that. They don't know the note. They don't know how hard it is. They don't know how hard your team work. You know, like to me, man, Big was an anthem for so many people during that pandemic because I believe we all were in the most, we were all in the wilderness.
We were
trying to figure it out. It's 2019. I'm trying to figure, okay, my show just hit. Now what?
Now what?
Now what?
Literally,
like
Tyler,
now
what you gonna do?
Like what you gonna
This
do?
man created a whole bubble for us.
And
That's
so
it.
for me,
Thank you.
that's why I can say 2025 is different for me.
Yeah.
You know, I may have lost more personally than I ever lost this year as far as socially, like friends and people and team. But I feel stronger than I ever been. Like I'm at a place now where I can sit back and say, okay, God, I see you. Like even when it's not going like you want it to, it's like, I see you.
Yes,
I see you, man.
that's
So I'm excited
good.
about that.
Yeah, I had Tyler on, and he had this analogy about a rocket ship and when it takes off, talking about people who are ascending and their star is rising. And he said, Crystal, he's like, everybody can't go. And he was like, think about when a rocket goes off, it's the boosters that fall off. So, and it's so hard because you want everybody to come, and it's like, as you're going, it's like, dang, I just lost so-and-so. And like, where is everybody?
Yeah.
You know? And to let you know that you're not alone in that is just something that comes with success and with so everybody either that can't handle the elevation and the altitude of where you're going.
Yeah.
And then sometimes people got to prepare to get there.
Yeah, when you look at that rocket ship, it can preach all in and of itself. That rocket ship, you got people in a tower, you can't go up till they give you a countdown.
Come on.
You know, then once they give you the countdown, they all watch up, like you said, and the boosters fall off.
Yeah.
But the beautiful thing about that rocket is they go up in that rocket knowing they can't stay up forever. And so for me, I guess that's where I am. It's like, okay, I'm up here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to come down at some point.
Yeah.
So now the downs don't depress me.
Yes.
And I think a lot of creatives become depressed because we're in that rocket and we're going up. And now we're trying to figure out, how do I stay up here?
Yes.
You're not meant to stay up there. You know, think about this. If your life was all joy, all peace, all prosperity, if you went to a hospital, they would say you flatlined.
Yeah.
That's death. Life looks like this.
Yes.
Medically, this is death and this is life. So if all I want to do is win or stay, I can't, I gotta have rhythm. And so for me, man, I thank God for it now. That's why now, you know, and I said it earlier, I'm gonna have to keep hugging my publicist because every time he called me, like he was like, hey, Mike, not right now.
Not right now.
And it's not because I think I'm all that. I think it's like right now, I see where God is taking us. You know, like even when I look at my team, I see the doors God gonna open for my publicist, the doors God's gonna open for my manager, the doors gonna open for my team. It's okay. I'm finna have to stay in a spiritual place. So when God elevate them, who praying for them?
Come on.
Who praying for them and who doing this? Because I can remember I went to the BT Awards this year, right? So I'm at the BT Awards. So it was the best thing in the world for me to go to. And I say that because people don't say, you're a pastor, why was that good for you to go to? I didn't know the level of impact I was having because I never come outside.
Right.
So literally, so my Vaughn is like, I want you to go to, I'm not going to that.
Right.
Pastor Mike, I'm not going to that. I'm like, Pastor Mike, please, cool. So you know, when you stand in that line at the BT Awards, it's like, it's people who are celebrities who ain't even celebrities no more because another celebrity came in.
Yes.
So literally, so I'm standing there like, you're next. Then this person walked in, step back, boom. Next thing I know, I'm 75 people back. You're like, wait. I'm standing next to Glorilla at one point, like, hey, how you doing? She's like, hey, how you doing? Like, cool. And we looking at somebody else. I'm like, but the best part was I'm in the line and people looking at me. They like, hey man, I love your videos. I'm like, oh, thank you. Then another person walked up, my daughter love Amen.
Oh.
I'm like, okay. So then the next person, hey boy, what's up, man? Hey boy, your TikToks be and so I went home like, hey, this is making a difference.
It is.
This is making a difference. And when you do that, it changes your why.
Come on.
So now it's like, it's a lot of stuff you don't need anymore now because you realize I'm getting to the heart of people right where they are. So I'm excited.
That's so true. I love that. It's so funny because there's been times where I've gotten pushed back in that line too. I'm like, I'm on 2 #1 shows on this network.
That pushback crazy.
How are we getting pushed back?
I was like, hey, let me tell you, I'm gonna give you one funny story. So I finally get on the carpet at the BET Awards, right? And so we on the carpet, you take the picture, hide your stomach, boom. So then, so Vaughn, my publicist, he's literally like, he's walking up to people trying to get him to talk to me.
Yeah.
But I guess he don't want me to see, but I'm looking at him. He walks to this lady, said, I have Pastor Mike. He's not big enough. I said, oh God, take me back to church. Take me back to the Stellars. I'm the man at the Stellars.
Listen,
I can't handle
where
the
they
BET.
love me.
Take me where they love me. But it was so good because for me, like I was standing there when Kai Cenat told the people, if my boy can't get on, I'm not getting on. I was standing there when the lady up there said, hey, no, Kevin said he wasn't doing it unless Kai came.
Yep.
If we had that mentality in gospel, or that mentality as people, that when I get through this door, I ain't coming unless he comes.
Yeah.
I'm not. And that's the mindset we need, man. So to see all those people and to hug them, you know, I can't remember who that was I met in the elevator, and he gave me a big old hug. I think it was Playboy Cardi.
Oh, wow.
Playboy Cardi. I was boom. I said, whoa. He was like, I said, man, I'm praying for you. Keep doing your thing. And y'all keep them safe. I said, man, I'm praying for you. Yeah. And I'm sitting there. So I get home. I tell the boys, I'm like, hey, man, I pray real quick with Playboy Cardi.
Yeah.
And the boys like, what?
Yeah.
You know, so for me, I always wanted to be the person that when life got thick for people, I was a safe place. So,
come on. Yes, I love that. And honestly, it's a reminder of how Jesus was. Yeah. A lot of times he was in places like, why are you with them? Why are you going to their house and having dinner with them? Exactly. You're not going there to do what they're doing. Exactly. You're going there to be light. You know, exactly what he was. Exactly. And I wish more people operated. They don't get it.
Threads when I tell you I'm so tired of Threads, it's so messy. Like everybody wants to judge and condemn.
Yeah.
But if Jesus was here, he would not be a Rock City Church. He would not be a Change. He would be on Peachtree. He would literally be at the bottom. He would be in Bessemer in Birmingham.
Yes.
And so for me, man, that in 2026, I'm saying, Lord, grace me with the anointing to go to places people won't go. But here's the crazy part. Not because those places are wild, but because of the fiery darts that are going to come from people who should be praying for me.
Come on.
And that's the hardest part. That's the hardest part. I can tell you so many stories where I received so much love in places that I probably shouldn't have been, and more hate in places I should have been. And so we just got to get over that.
We do. Let's talk about that, because I've never really understood that, and I have a lot of, especially in this climate, so many of my friends and peers are searching for hope.
Yeah.
And they are so turned off by the Christian community
Yeah.
and how we carry ourselves, not boxing everybody in, but as a whole, we're supposed to be bringing people closer to us and to Christ, to want to be more like us.
Yeah.
And be like, yo, what is something about them? Like, what are they doing over there? Like, they really serious. And I had one friend say, like, I look at y'all and it's like, y'all just not really serious about it. It's a lot of like, oh yeah, I go to church on Sundays, but I'm in the club tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, living my life however I want to. Then another friend's like, yeah, I'm just not really sure what I believe. And I do feel like there's a lot. You just preached on this Sunday, I believe, or I don't know if it was a recent clip about how a girl may just be coming from the club, you know. And I do believe that, like, once you start to learn more about God, you do kind of change the way you dress. But if you don't know,
you don't know.
You don't know, and we're not supposed to judge people based off that. We're supposed to welcome them in, say feel welcome, and then they'll start looking like, okay, wait a minute, so this is how I'm supposed to dress. This is supposed to do, but not judging them and pushing them away, because I feel like we push so many people away. It's a lot of great Christians out here. Like I tell everybody, you only hear about the planes that crash, not the ones that land. Come on.
And so a lot of times the church and Christian get a bad rep because we hear about the ones that crash, not the ones that land. And so for me, man, there's some incredible churches here in Atlanta, some incredible churches all over the country. But I think what happens now is I feel so sorry for the new school Christian, because they're being condemned by the church and their peers. So we said something, grandmama said something when she was in church. She would say, please be patient with me. God ain't through with me yet, right? But there's no patience now.
Man.
There's no patience now. Like, I got this one young cat that we inbox a lot, and he watched me every Sunday. Every Sunday, he's going to send me a video in my inbox, and I promise he might be smoking weed every Sunday. Hey, P, you killed that today, bro. You killed that today. And I played it one time. I never get the person in my office was like, I can't believe he sent you that like that. I said, 1, he's watching church. 2, he's trying to get closer to God. 3, in his state, it's legal.
Come on.
I said, so how are we going to condemn him? And so for me, that's what I don't think we need to. You can't evangelize and criticize at the same time. And so for me, I'm trying to walk this fine line of, hey guys, I love God, I'm serious about my faith. But then I think a lot of people are like, I love God, I'm serious about my faith, but I want to go out with my friend. I want to do so-and-so. And what I tell people now is, it may not be a sin to go there, just know it may kill your witness. And that's the danger now. Like, it's not a sin to go out. It's not a sin to put on a nice dress and go kick it with your girls. You just have to decide now, is this going to kill my witness? And when we define what your assignment is and what your purpose is, that determines where you can and can't go.
That's so true. Oh my God.
So it ain't about it's not about being fake. It just kills your witness. It's almost like somebody, like right now, we get done taping, and then Big Dog say, man, here goes a cigar. And I grab the cigar, and we sit here, and we got a Bible open, and all we doing is talking about God. Smoking a cigar, not a sin. But to somebody who may be unbelieving, it may kill my witness. So that's why sometimes I get invited places. People want me to do certain features. They want me to do something. And I be like, as bad as I want to do that, I don't want that to kill my witness.
Oh my goodness.
You know, and so that's the thing. But I think when you say it like that, it makes more sense than you fake. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, like, I learned that lesson the hard way, you know? Like, I tell everybody, it's a lot I wish I could get back. You know, I was young and you know, when you first get saved, you hellfire and brimstone.
Baby.
You on fire, boy. You walk around, don't cuss around me. Don't you do it. Put that out around me. Don't you do it. You know how you first get saved? You don't even want to interview nobody. Your manager telling you, and Am I talking to her? You're mad. Hey, when you first get saved, hey, we got so and so. No, oh no, we're not doing that. Like that was me. That was me. Like, cause you first get saved, all you know is how to be religious.
Yes.
You don't understand the depth of your relationship.
Come on.
And so the first thing you do is you change your clothes.
Yep.
You know, things I used to do.
Oh,
I don't do no more. And now
you
your
see I'm all
girl,
covered up.
you got on a whole turtle. You hot. You got on a whole turtleneck right now. You got to be saved. Hear me? And so now I think there's a generation.
I feel attacked right now.
See, but now it's a generation who like, I don't want to look like that.
Yes.
I
And I
don't wanna
think that's
look
what it
like
was
that.
for me. It's like,
Yeah.
and even like, I'm so happy the BET Awards, bringing that back, they made it formal attire.
Yeah.
Because everybody was naked.
Yeah.
And I was one of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank you, Lord. I was like, we got to put some clothes on.
We gotta put
And I was
some
like, how
clothes
can
on.
I be set apart? And that was part of it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
because I
yeah.
love fashion.
Yeah.
But I am hot right now.
Yeah, you know, but to me, it's like that. Like, I'm gonna tell you something nobody knew. I'm gonna give you an insight, right? When we got ready to drop big, it was in the system as PMJ. My Pastor Mike Jr. was gonna be the preacher.
Yes.
PMJ was gonna be the artist.
Got it.
And I'm sitting at home, right? And they was like, no, we gotta be PMJ. And shout out to my team. They were so prophetic. They said, you're gonna be one of the biggest gospel artists in the world. And if they call you Pastor Mike Jr., you're not gonna be able to walk in certain rooms. I was like, okay, we'll be PMJ.
Yeah, wow.
I called back 2 days later and said, no, I want to be Pastor Mike Jr.
Yep.
And it's like, I said, I want them to know who I am when I walk in. And so now I think that's where we, and I don't mind taking shots now because I'm realizing the greater goal. You know, like even the clip I said, if that girl walked in my church half naked and I walked up and hugged her, the first thing he must be sleeping with her. Or the first thing they gonna say, and for me, it's like because I'm in the trenches.
Yeah.
You know, I talk to drug dealers.
Somebody got to be down.
Somebody got to, and notice I ain't say X.
You're right.
I talk to people who ain't out the life yet.
Yes.
Who say, Pastor Mike, my baby mama made me start watching you. And I, like literally, we were laughing today because I want to change my phone number. I don't know if I can. Like, because I'm the type of person that I get an inbox. Like 2 days ago, this lady inboxed me. My son, 22, he's still in the streets. He said, but he always sending me your TikToks.
Wow.
I said, yes, man. I said, what's his number? She's like, you gonna, I say, bro, and literally standing outside,
On the
fool, y'all ain't gonna believe this N-word on the phone. Like, and I'm just sitting there looking like, what up? He's like, hey man, we be watching your TikTok, bro. You be goddamn with the woo, the woo. And I be like, man, I said, your mom hit me up. He was like, man, he walked off to himself. I said, man, you know what you're doing is only one way this gonna end right. Maybe two. I said, the second option is a blessing.
Yeah.
He's like, you right. He said, but I said, man, what you want to do?
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, look, this my number. You hit me. And he texted me, one time? Like, bro, pray for me. And to me, though, that's what God called us to be. Not these mega pastors that by default, because a lot of people watch us, we became.
Right.
But when you meet certain people, man, you got to reach them where they are. And I just don't want to be that. I can tell you going to hell, but are you going to, even Jesus fed them before he talked to them.
Yeah.
In essence, he met a need. So for me, you know, I want to be comfortable in places people won't go. You know, I want to be able to say, hey, I had to perform in Houston one time, and we in there. When I tell you, I knew I was going to hell. Like I knew I was going straight to hell. Like here, we in Houston, and it's people on stilts, like ladies on stilts dancing, and everybody drunk. This during the pandemic, everybody drunk in Houston. They supposed to be in their cars.
You was probably where Herman was.
Hear me. They supposed to be in their cars, right? And they like, it's a concert. I'm like, why am I here? They was like, we asked the station, and everybody at the station said they wanted Pastor Mike. So I'm talking about they ended the person before me, put your mother, and I'm like,
I'm about to go on.
I'm like, I'm next. They like, you closing. I'm like, Jesus.
Wow.
And God rest her soul, the senator came up, gave me like the key to the city.
Wow.
And then I got up and said, y'all ready? Anybody love God? And this is back when they had to blow their horn because couldn't nobody get out the car.
Yes.
Everybody got out the car in a pandemic. Came to the front of the gate. I ended up praying for people, hands lifted, people, tears in their eye. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, had I been religious, I'd be
Come
like, that ain't
on.
no place for me. But let me free you.
Yeah.
Do firemen run to the fire or away from the fire?
To it.
So if I'm light and they're darkness,
Yes.
I'm supposed to sit back and be like, no, they got to stay dark. Or do God assign certain people
Yeah.
to go into those places? And I think it starts with a certain level of transparency, and you got to have a level of freedom.
Yeah.
And that's why I say God grace me, not from what's going to happen in darkness, but from all the people who got light.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Yep.
You are preaching.
I
to-
said all that to say
Damn.
you don't have to wear a turtleneck.
Okay. Thank you.
He put
Yo,
on
no,
a
it's a whole
turtleneck.
joke.
Yeah.
I be in Miami all the time,
Yeah.
and my friend, I'm like, y'all come down, we're gonna do a boat day. And my friend's wife, she goes, now you know that's the first lady. She's like, you
yeah.
can't wear that around her.
Yeah.
And then I had I had on the outfit with my back out. She goes, Krista had her back out today.
I thought you were saved. Like I can't wear outfits.
Listen,
Like that's crazy.
listen, I'm still
it's
that
crazy.
girl.
Yeah,
I just,
yeah.
You are so funny. No, literally, like, and I think it's also when I be fasting, but like certain things are distasteful to me now. So like when Wes be cussing, I'm like, stop. Like I said language, and you
Yeah.
like, oh my bad.
Yeah.
You know, because certain things are more sensitive to my spirit now
Yeah.
than before. Like I working in costumes in the TV and film industry,
sing a lot.
sailor.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a lot.
and you're around it all the time.
Yeah.
So like my mouth was so bad.
Yeah.
And I'm still working. Like sometimes like I don't cuss like I used to, but I'll get upset and it'll come out, and it'll like be that
Yeah.
split second.
Right
I'll be
on
like,
the
ooh.
spot. You gotta get to the point. I cuss and instantly God forgive me. Blank, God forgive me.
Literally, I'm like,
that
I'm so
fix
sorry.
it. Like that fix
Yeah.
it. And see, I'm gonna say this too though. Like even with you, like you're telling, hey, language. I think the people who you interact with daily should become more like you as you become more like Christ.
Oh my, no, seriously.
That's how it should be.
No, Mike, literally, my other manager, Ashaunna, she was like, because of you, because I did an interview while I was fasting.
Yeah.
Never do that. I was like literally in tears the whole interview because like I was just open.
Yeah.
And I left and I was like, oh my God, I was like, was that too much? Like, what did I say? Because it was like an outer body
Holy Spirit
experience.
took over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally. I was saying stuff Crystal would have never
Yeah,
said. God
yeah.
was like, I'm about
got
to
you. I'm
speak
finna
through you
use
today.
I got you.
Yes. And she was like, no, because I read my Bible in the morning. She said, I'm doing this. And like she said, but I wasn't doing that before I started
Yeah.
working with you. Wes, going to church, reading his Bible. Herman, same thing. We're going through 52 weeks in the Bible.
Yeah.
And it's like, people ask, is she really like who she is? And
Yeah.
like, no, that's really her.
That's really
you know,
her, yeah.
like she's really who she is.
Yeah.
But no, you're absolutely right. And I see it. It's a reflection
That's
all
how it should
around
be.
me.
And so when I
Yeah.
say things like the people who interact with you, so to somebody watching who's saved, but you got a lot of people around you, the people who interact with you
Yeah.
should grow. But you shouldn't be at a place where you can't be around people who have not started growing yet.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying now. Like
Yes.
when you go on that movie set, you don't have I don't need you on a movie set like this movie ain't saved. I need you on that set bringing 10 people out with you.
Yes.
And that's where I believe God is doing right now, man. And
Yeah.
even in the industry, you're seeing it, man. You're seeing more and more rappers
Yeah.
talk about God. More and more R&B singers
Yes.
sing about God. And
Even
I-
athletes in their press
athletes
conference.
now in their press
Oh,
conference
I love
talking
it.
about God. I have so many athletes now who inbox me.
Really?
And they be like, P, man, like, and it's crazy because I thought people were watching church, but they'll get that 40-second clip, then go find a sermon.
Yep.
40-second. And so now they're hitting me. I just did Angel Reese's podcast.
I love her.
And I told her, I said, man, and I'm going to say the same thing to you. There's a generation of young girls who need an example.
Yeah.
And that's who God calling you to be.
Exactly.
And that's when I say now you have to ask yourself, okay, does that, even though it's not a sin,
Right.
does it kill my witness?
Yes.
Because I don't think we realize sometimes. I had a conversation with a couple, and they were going through a lot, man, because one of their children came out to them. And so it was a lot. Like when I tell you it was a lot.
Yeah.
And I asked them, I said, what did you deal with when you were growing up? He was like, man, I was out here, I had 50, 11 women, yada, yada, yada. I was doing X, Y, Z. I said, can I free you real quickly? He said, yeah. I said, well, you know that's lust. I said, so what you're saying is when you were coming up, although you slept with a whole lot of women, that's lust.
Yeah.
I said, so if we're really talking about generational, you can't determine how lust shows up in the next cycle.
Exactly.
I said, so you might need to have a level of grace.
Yeah.
And so for me, I think if all of us had this level of grace for every person in their personal walk.
Yeah.
And that's where I catch hell at right there, because it'd be like, Pastor Mike, you're doing too much. But is he not deserving of love?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
is he not deserving? Is she not deserving of love? I
Yes.
ask myself sometimes, if this were to happen to me, how would I treat it in my house
Right.
before I
yeah.
start being so religious in the streets?
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, man, I think there's a remnant of Christians who are rising, who are unapologetically saved.
Mm-hmm.
But they have this heart for people like never before, and the patience to help them as they grow.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
I did Lecrae's podcast
Yeah,
a
I
year
like Craig.
ago. That's
Yeah,
my dog.
yeah.
But I got, when I say drug through the mud, because I
Yeah.
wasn't where I am now in my walk then. And I think that's what people forget. They forget the journey of walking with Christ. It's like what I was okay with doing 2 years ago, I wouldn't dare do it now.
Yeah.
You know, because I've grown with him
Yeah.
and I revere him and I fear him and I take it very serious. But people forget that they weren't saved all their lives. And it's like if we had the grace and also the memory to remember, wait, I ain't always
Yeah.
been like this all
Everybody
my
got a
life. So let
past,
me
yeah.
have grace to pull them with me. It's like, hey, I've been where you are. Like, I know what it feels like to lust and to like want to have these urges and do these things and actually do them. You know, I actually got on TikTok today. I've been a year abstinence. Celebrating my 1 year anniversary of abstinence. And I was very open. I was like, you know, a lot of times we talk about, oh yeah, I've stopped having sex and this is great, but we don't talk about them days where we like struggling.
Amen.
And I was like, and there's times where like, there's other things you have to let go of as well. And I said, and I failed at those things.
Yeah.
I said, I held onto the abstinence. I said, but now I said 6 months, I'm good on that. I said, but I said, if you fall, don't give up, just get
Yeah,
up.
get up.
I said, because a lot of times we make it seem like, oh, you're done because you said you were doing this and you fail and yep, you're out of there. Like, no, get up and keep, God knows your heart. Get up and keep trying. And I think that frees some people today. They're like, oh my God, thank you. I'm going to keep, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going.
Failure is so powerful. Like I was sitting down with a group of people because everybody sees all my wins. They say things like, man, you killing it. Stellars, Grammys, Doves, you church, everything. You got a
Everything.
million followers. And they're like, I said, but I failed too. They're like, no. One of my biggest failures in the last 2 years is how I handle situations.
Wow.
You know, there was a situation I had one time where I didn't feel like I was being treated a certain way. And so I you know, you're new in the industry, you don't know nobody. And you start feeling all these things, and then people in your ear telling you this person said that and this person did this, and then you start paying attention. Nobody, and so now you get defensive and you get aggressive, and now you start firing your shots back. And I said some things online about Ty Tribbett one time. I'm like, he shouldn't have did this, he shouldn't have did yada yada. At the core, that's my hero. I've said it every time. Like, that's the only artist that motivated me to do everything.
Yeah.
That was my
Ty's that
goal.
guy.
That
Yes.
was my goal. I won the award, and I told everybody the night I won the award, like, everything you see me doing was a reflection of two people, Ty Tribbett and Ken Jones.
Wow.
Those are my goats, you know, but out of pain and hurt, and then people in your ear saying this, and now you get out there and you say something, and now boom, then I end up having to apologize, but I potentially damage that relationship forever. You know what I'm saying? He's in his own right to never speak to me again if he don't want to, you know. But what I try to show people is that yes, you see these wins, and yes, you see that, but I've gotten it wrong.
Come on.
So many times, you know, even when it
Yes.
come to my sons, like my oldest son, he kind of feeling himself at one point. Before I know it, I'm yelling, I'm fussing, I'm cussing. I'm still young. Like, you know how that get, he looking at me, lifting weights now.
You like, I'm looking at
You know,
him.
looking at him. And then I had to come back, but I told my church, I said, I failed at this.
Wow.
I said, but I went back in that same room and said, Xander, I'm sorry. I said, Dad, this hard for me.
Yeah.
You know, and he was like, I understand. So I think if more people would share their failures, I wish I could get that moment with Ty back, you know?
Yeah.
I wish I could get certain things, but I wish I could go back and not do this. I wish I could go back, but since I can't, here's the thing, beautiful thing about failure. If I tell you how I failed, I just gave you speed. See, because the experience isn't the best teacher, it's the hardest teacher.
Yes.
I just told you in 10 seconds what it took me 10 years to learn. So now you can be better than me faster. And so for me, man, I'm in this season now, especially in 2026. It's like I want everything God got for me now. Because I feel like I'm in a place where I can handle not just what comes with it, but the ripples of what it caused.
Come
and
on.
that's what we don't talk about.
We don't.
You know, we know about the light that come and the fame, but it's the ripples. It's the not realizing that the moment you got saved and got serious, you don't even realize people stop calling. Or it's the ripples, like, oh, she's saved now, or the boom.
She ain't doing
that no more.
Yeah, we can't have fun when we.
You ain't fun no more. Or you realize this gonna bless you. It's another group text.
Oh,
And then you're like, whoa, when did y'all get another group text?
all right now, and then they get the call like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I don't.
I'm glad I
Leave
don't.
me out of that.
Absolutely.
That is all right. That's so true. Gosh, yeah, you're so right. Yeah, and it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna be all right.
We are,
because I'm learning now the best version of me is sometimes the isolated version of me.
Oh my gosh,
you know,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I love my isolation.
When I tell you I'm having the time of my life right now. I'm back playing my PlayStation.
Yes.
Me and my boys got our group thread. We be sending memes. You know, the people around me, I really believe got my best interests at heart.
Absolutely.
I also got a circle now that when I want to be wild, I can be wild. You know, and wild for me ain't bottles and weed. Wild for me is I just want to watch something and laugh.
Yeah.
You know, like everybody, I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
Everybody saved got 7 screenshots of memes they can't post. I just need 2 friends who can let me send that. That's wild for me. I'm out there now.
Right.
Like, I'm out there now. Like, hey, because we so say, you know how you be on Twitter, like, oh.
Yeah. Like, you see this?
I just need it because I can't post it. So,
right.
no, so that, you know, I'm too say I can't post that, but it don't mean I ain't liking it. And everybody just need to be honest. Just be honest. And so I got a group now where I can literally be like, boom. Oh.
Yes.
And so now, man, I think, but that's balance. Think about this. Even when it comes to sound. If I was to put my hand over the mic, it messes the sound up.
Right.
So you would have to take that audio to a person who can EQ it. So if you're going to have a good circle, that circle should be the EQ to your life.
Wow.
You know, somebody who lets you get your high, but then somebody who handles your low, somebody in your treble who can keep you balanced. So I'm in a good place.
I love that. I love that. PMJ, man, I have enjoyed this. We're going to close out the episode with positive outcomes. And this is when our audience members write into us.
Okay.
And we're going to give them advice. All right. So let's see. This is from Shashi White. She says, how do I handle shifts in my friendships as I grow spiritually, emotionally, and gracefully without hurting anyone's feelings? Wow, that's kind of what we just talked about, shifts, because it happens, honestly, without hurting anyone's feelings.
That's impossible.
Yeah, feelings will get hurt, even when you don't mean to, when it's not your intention. Shashi, I would say as you're growing, the people who are supposed to be around you will cling to you. The people who are not will fall off. And hopefully at some point you can be the light, how we talk about whatever that is, to draw them back to you. But I wouldn't worry about hurting people's feelings when you're growing closer to God. Yeah, and your intentions are pure.
I would tell her, like you said, not worrying about hurting people's feelings when you're trying to get closer to God, but also making sure you're not contributing to the feelings. You know, so that's when I was talking about that grace. Like I had a homeboy who hit me last night. It's probably like 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. He's like, hey, what you doing? I'm chilling. He was like, man, we don't talk no more. He said, I be wanting to hit you, but you know, you like Pastor Mike Jr. now.
You big time now.
You big time now. Like he's man, you like. And I was like, nah, I said, man, I said, hit me.
Yeah,
I said, I ain't trying to be funny. I'm still the same. Like, it's yada, yada, yada. You know, and then, but the kind of, you can almost see a relief come off them.
Yeah.
Because it's not just, people always think when I get saved, it's not hurting people's feelings from you being saved and your success. Because I also believe there's a level of success that comes when you get in God's will.
Yes.
And so a lot of times people can almost kind of detach and project what they're feeling on you. And so what I'm trying to do now is make sure I don't contribute to it.
Right, that's so good.
You're going to make me feel bad because I don't need to do that. Man, I understand that's different. I know I was the life of the party.
Yeah.
Because some of us sinned and we was really good at it. We got to talk about that now. We were really good at it now. You was out there. I saw a glimpse of yours a minute ago. You said, because I was that girl.
I was that girl.
Some of us, I was the party.
Yes.
Like when I say the party, when I got there, everybody, Mike here. Mike here, like, oh. And so now it just ain't the same. But like I tell them, if you come over here, I'm still the life of the party.
Oh my goodness.
It's better over here.
It is better.
So I'm excited.
I love it. I'm the same ways. I'm still the life of the party, but in a different way.
In a different way.
When I invite people, they already know it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
Good food.
Yeah.
You can still have your drink, whatever
Yeah.
you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm not partaking in it, but we're gonna have spades. We're gonna have good, clean fun, and we're gonna go home.
Absolutely.
But it's like
Absolutely.
you grow and you mature. And I mean, if I'm still doing what I was doing 5-10 years ago, are we really growing?
Are we really growing?
You know, so
And I think that's just a shift. And I would tell her, you shifted, baby girl, from being the thermometer to the thermostat. You know, now you setting the temperature. So it's going to get hot. I'm going to leave this quote my son sent me because he loved DC Young Fly. It's going to get hot in that kitchen.
Yeah.
But they still going to have plates. So let them get through their feelings. Let them go through it and just love them through it.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having
Is there
me.
anything that I didn't even read the cards with you. I was like, so is there, I don't know what we're supposed to touch on. I hope we touched on it. Is there anything you have coming up that we can support you with?
Man, just support everything, Pastor Mike Jr. Man.
Absolutely.
Of course, the music, and I'm excited about that. I'm not sure if this will air during the Grammy window.
Oh, we can make it?
Or if you're
Yeah.
a Grammy voter, that'd be great.
Okay.
But more importantly, man, just continue to share the messages. You know, that means the world to me.
Yes.
You know, like it means the world to me to take the gospel, which is the good news, to places that people never thought it would go.
Yeah.
You know, and if you don't mind, if you're watching right now, you don't know Jesus, man, falling in love with God is the best thing I've ever done. I heard a person say one time, man, I can't wait to be successful. I'm going to drive a Bentley. And I looked at him and told him, even a Bentley needs an oil change, which means it's possible to be saved, successful, and still need another dip. And if you're watching right now, man, wherever you are, man, you can just say, Lord, come into my heart. I am a sinner in need of a Savior. I confess with my mouth, I believe with my heart that you rose from the dead with all power in your hand. And right now, you're not just positive, you saved. And that's the greatest decision you can make in your life. That's what means a lot to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Amen.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Listen, anytime you want to come back,
Yeah.
please come back. This is amazing.
I'm going to come back, but we're not going to act like 20 minutes ago she didn't just say, I was talking to Tyler. Like, that was fire. That blessed me. That never left me. Hey, I'm prophesying. That's going to be my conversation. Well, you know, me and Drake were talking, and we were just talking about the great
On
things.
the jet.
On the jet.
Yeah,
we were
and
just
he's-
talking. No, I can't wait to come back.
You're so funny. That's a blessing that I was just talking to Tyler.
Yeah.
It's so funny because I'm talking to Tyler. He's like, yeah, I was just talking to Barack. I'm like,
It's levels.
it's levels.
It's levels.
I was just talking to Oprah. I'm like,
It's levels. It's levels. No,
but
I'm
yes,
excited.
for sure. Thank you.
Thank you
This
for
was
having me.
phenomenal.
Absolutely,
Yes,
yeah.
thank you guys. Today I am wearing a Cult Gaia sweater, an ALC tank top, Gap jeans, which is becoming my favorite jeans if you haven't noticed, YSL loafers, and Chanel earrings. Oh my goodness, wow, that was such a powerful conversation and a reminder that faith doesn't have to ignore reality to still bring hope. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode of Keep It Positive, Sweetie. Don't forget to subscribe, share this episode with someone who could use a little positivity. And remember, as always, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and remember to keep it positive, sweetie. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time.